Welcome, welcome, and thank you for joining me today. I am Dina, and I want to welcome you to Discussions with Dina. I have come here today to discuss this article that I read today from Fox News. The article concerns Alyssa Milano, and the article says that Alyssa Milano won't speak at the Women's March unless organizers condemn Minister Louis Farrakhan. If you don't know who Alyssa Milano is, she is the actress from the TV show Charmed. And she's a so-called activist today. But she stated, according to the Fox News article, that she won't speak at the next Women's March unless its organizers condemn controversial anti-Semitic Nation of Islam leader Louis Farrakhan. The article goes on to say that Women's March organizers Linda Sarsour, or either it's Sarsour or Sarsour, and Tamika Mallory have been tied to Farrakhan in the past. Mallory even refused to denounce Farrakhan after attending a speech in which he said, "The powerful Jews are my enemy." Sarsour went on to defend Mallory in a lengthy Facebook post, declaring that she would not sit back while a strong, bold, unapologetic, committed black woman who risks her life every day to speak truth to power and organize and mobilize movements is questioned, berated, and abused. The Women's March eventually condemned Farrakhan's comments in a statement back in March, but it wasn't good enough for Milano. And this is what she said: "Anytime that there is any bigotry or anti-Semitism in that respect, it needs to be called out and addressed. I'm disappointed in the leadership of the Women's March that they haven't done it adequately," Milano told The Advocate. Now, the person by the name of Sarsour is a pro-Palestinian activist and has repeatedly praised Farrakhan and refused to condemn him. Mallory called him the GOAT, or greatest of all time, and served as a national organizer for his Justice or Else rally in 2015. Milano also stated to The Advocate that she noticed the views regarding Farrakhan and would turn down a chance to speak at the next event if Sarsour and Mallory were still involved. She further stated, "I would say no at this point. I'm fortunate that none of them have come forward against Farrakhan at this point, or even given a really good reason why to support," Milano said. And then she further stated that Farrakhan has also said white folks are going down and refers to Jewish people as termites. They are calling him anti-Semitic, homophobic, and says he has controversial views. This, to me, further lets us recognize that these people who are our former, what we would call former or current oppressors, they still think that they have the power to control what we think and who we consider to be our leaders, our heroes, or people that we look up to. I'm constantly trying to understand why it is necessary for them to ask people to condemn Minister Farrakhan. Isn't this a country where there's free speech? You have freedom of speech. They don't deny what he say. They just ask everyone who they consider to be in a prominent position to condemn him. And the question we have to ask ourselves is why? Why is it necessary to condemn Minister Farrakhan? Who is he harming? I don't think that he's harming the Jews because he hasn't done anything. He haven't touched one little hair on their heads. They keep this man off of TV and media as often as possible. This man doesn't go around killing people, hanging people. I just think that we should question their motives here, because it's constantly propaganda for us to condemn Minister Farrakhan. And this man has done too much for black people. He has always made an effort to enlighten us and bring us and remind us that we are the people of God, and to raise our standards and to motivate us to want to do better and be better. There are a lot of programs that the nation is involved in that is beneficial to our people. I think we should take an honest look at why these people are constantly asking others to condemn him, and then perhaps we should condemn them for doing such an act. It's a lot of nonsense and buffoonery here. And I think as black people, we're smart enough to look through the haze and see the truth here. I want to thank you for listening to me today. And I would like to ask each and every one of you that are listening to subscribe. And I want you to leave me a comment. I want to know what you think about Alyssa Milano asking these women to condemn the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. Thank you, and I'll see you next time on Discussions with Dina.